Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm Dr. David Branham. Today, this video is a supplemental video for your redistricting assignment. While the redistricting assignment directions are complete for you, this video is just designed to help you get through those directions a little bit easier, maybe clarify some things. So today, what I'm going to go through is the actual redistricting process that you'll do on the assignment. And I'll do that by going over an example. And I'm going to start by sharing my screen. And the name of this video is Creating Contiguous Districts with Equal Population, because in your assignment, that will be what you're going to be required to do. You're going to have to create four political districts by combining two precincts into each district. And by combining those precincts, you'll have districts with equal population. We know, starting with Baker versus Carr and going forward, that legislative districts have to have pretty close to equal population, because that gives every voter equal voting power in the district. So you will be combining two precincts to create a district, and each of those districts will have equal population, but they'll also be contiguous. So we're going to talk about that. What is a contiguous district, and what are the requirements? So I'm going to just start out with an example. If I can get my page, go forward. Okay, an example, for instance, this is a city with four precincts. You can name it any city you want. You may recognize it from where I stole it from, but let's just say, for example, this is a city with four precincts. What we want to do with these four precincts is we want to create two districts with equal in population, and two districts that are contiguous. And we're going to talk about that, what that would entail. But we're going to start with equal population and look at the population of the precincts. So we see here that precinct 1 has 1,000 people, the same with precinct 2, precinct 3, and precinct 4. And so the city has a total of 4,000 people in it. And that means if we're going to create two districts, they should have about 2,000 people each. And we also should not be splitting our precincts when we create districts. That's a general rule that is in redistricting in Texas, is that you don't split precincts. You put precincts together. However, there are exceptions to the rule that are made in almost every redistricting process, where they'll create new precincts as a result by splitting one in half. But in this assignment, we're going to abide by those rules and say, okay, all precincts have to be together and stay together. So each precinct has 1,000 people in it. So to make two equally populated districts, we're just going to have to put two precincts together for each district. And so if we combine any two precincts, we'll have a population of 2,000 in a district. So we should have at the end two districts with 2,000 people each. Now, you'll also see that I have the political party breakdown of each precinct. So precinct 1 has 550 Republicans, precinct 2, 450, precinct 3, 450, precinct 4, 550. So we have some deviation in party in these precincts. So let's go to the next video. Excuse me, the slide. And we'll talk about the rules. So the rules are districts have to be made by combining precincts together. So precincts should not be split. So as I said in the previous slide. So you're going to put two precincts together to create a district. Districts have to be equal in population. This will be easy because each precinct has 1,000 people. So every combination we make of two precincts will have exactly 2,000 people. So in the end, we're going to have two precincts with 2,000 people. And all districts must be contiguous, or that means that they all have to be completely connected. They can't be two separate land masses. So consequently, in this redistricting plan, each district will be made up of two precincts, and therefore the districts will be equal in population with 2,000 people each. Both districts will also have to be contiguous, and contiguous districts must be connected, where no part of the district can be a separate landmass from the rest of the district. So think of it this way. In every district, one must be able to travel by land to any other part of the district without leaving the district. So in combining your precincts, you have to make sure that you can move throughout your new district without ever having to leave that district. So some possibilities. Actually, here we have two possibilities. One, Plan 1, you can make Plan 1 where you combine precincts 1 and 2. We can see that they are contiguous because they're connected to each other, and combine precincts 3 and 4. We can do that as well. So what that would be Plan 1, where we have District 1 with 2,000, population of 2,000, precincts 1 and 2 combined. Plan 1 will also have precincts 3 and 4 combined to create the second district with a population of 2,000. Notice that if you do this, you'll have equal Republicans and Democrats in each district. You'll have 1,000 Republicans, 1,000 Democrats in each district. So you have some pretty competitive elections if you did that. Plan 2, we can do this instead. We can combine precincts 2 and 3 and create a population of 2,000. And then in the second district, combine precincts 1 and 4. So this will allow us to have still 2,000 in each district. But in this case, District 1 will have a majority of Democrats by 200 Democrats. District 2 will have a majority of Republicans by 200 Republicans. So in that case, we would have some less competitive elections. And on your assignment, if you were to do that, if you were to do Plan 2, you would assume that Republicans would win District 2 and that Democrats would win District 1. And if you had the other plan, Plan 1, we wouldn't be able to assume anything. It'd be competitive. Every election would start out as a tie. So Plan 2 gives you an example of how you can create districts to give a political party an edge. So in this case, the Republicans would have an edge in District 2 where you combine 1 and 4 up on the north and the east side. Combining 2 and 3 into a district on the southwest side will give the Democrats an advantage. So you have these choices on how to do this. Now you may ask me, wait, why don't we have a possibility with precinct 1 and 3 together? Well, 1 and 3, if you were to put them together as a district, you would have a contiguous district. You can see you can drive from 1 to 3 without any issue, without crossing over any boundaries. However, that would leave you an impossible to have contiguous. It would be impossible to have a contiguous second district because you can't combine 2 and 4 together because that would make 2 separate land masses. So that means that that's not a possible plan. So while at first, if you combined all the possibility of putting precincts together at first, you might think I have 3 possibilities for plans. The reality is you only have 2 because of the rule on districts being contiguous. So you're going to have to pick between Plan 1 and Plan 2. A Plan 3 that combines 1 and 3 in one district and 2 and 4 in another is impossible because 2 and 4 cannot be combined to be a district. So remember that during your assignment. So I want to say thank you. Going back to this, your assignment is giving you a lot more possibilities because you have 8 precincts in your assignment and you're creating 4 districts. So you'll have more possibilities than this example that I gave. And so when you do that, when you combine those precincts, make sure you add up the populations. On your assignment, you'll be adding the racial and ethnic populations as well as the political party populations. So be sure when you combine 2 precincts together, you simply add those populations together and make that the population of your new district. If you looked at the populations on the previous here, and you see all I did when I put District 1 and District 2 together was I combined the populations. 1,000 populations comes to 2,000. Republicans would come to 1,000. Democrats would come to 1,000. That's all you have to do on that. So when you create your districts, and you put 2 precincts together to create a district, be sure that you add them together and put those population totals for your district into your plans. Okay? I think that'll cover everything that you need to know as far as putting the districts together. I thank you for watching the video and have a great day.